Hi guys, and just welcome you to Thoughts from the Crib. Come and check out my crib. Just wanted to share some ponderings that I've been going through. You know, all the things that people talk about, some interesting things that people talk about, strange things that people talk about. How about, I think one of the biggest things that people have come up with in these days is the theory of origins. You know, how did we get here? Where did we come from? How did I get to be me? You know, where did all of the details come from? How did a rhinoceros become a rhinoceros? Where did it get its horn? Well, I don't think it got it at B&Q or anything like that. But what are thoughts? You know, this idea that things developed. You know, how come the rhinoceros is the only creature that has still got the dinosaurus name? You know, the dinosaurus name, the rhinoceros. Did it think to itself, you know, I'm going to keep my name, I'm going to keep the tradition going, I'm going to keep on the family inheritance from old grandpa Billysaurus and grandma Rhondosaurus? But honestly, the idea that how things came to be is a big thought, and it's a good thought. It's something to ponder, and I've been pondering it for quite a long time, wondering how we figure these things out. You know, one of the popular theories, and most popular theories, is that everything came from a big bang, and here we are. And I'll sprinkle in a bit of time, of course, but the thought of how things develop is quite incredible. You know how many millions of pounds or dollars or whatever currency you're thinking of has gone into the theory of Big Bang? But you could have thought they'd think of a better name. With all that millions of pounds, you could have come up with a better name than Bang. For example, the Big Kaboom. You know, that's got a better ring to it, don't you think? Well, honestly though, alongside these theories or other theories, so you've got the theory of the dolphin originally being a cow that wandered off into the sea and then lost its legs eventually and moved its own nostrils up to its head so that it could breathe. But it's an interesting theory, isn't it, of how things became what they are. And imagine the thought of a cow going to the seaside and having a chat with a dolphin, and you know, it could be a little bit grieved. You know, you got a better end of the bargain. We stay on land and get milked, and you get to swim for a living. I think I'm a bit bummed out in this deal. But honestly, anyway. But if a cow on land has cow pats, what does a dolphin, the cow of the sea, have? Anyway, you never know. Well, all these ponderings of how things got to be, how they got to be. How did a giraffe get its long neck? What was the process behind that? Did it do a little bit of extra Pilates? Go for too long a stretch? Well, not a stretch in prison, but you know what I mean. Too long a stretch. What is it? How did it get there? You know, woodpecker, for example, old Woody. How did it get to be what it is? You know, was it playing around in the playground one day with all the other little peckers and do its party trick where it sticks its tongue out, and it's got an incredibly long tongue. I don't know if you know, but woodpeckers have an incredibly long tongue. You know, did it run around the playground and say, "Hey kids, hey, look what I can do with my tongue," and stick it out of its nostril and the little party trick, you know, impress the ladies? And what is it? Is that what happened? You know, how did it discover this little nifty trick that it's got? Well, the thing about this tongue is it has to go out so long that it can't go back into its beak through its mouth because it would choke. So it has to come out of its nostrils. So how did it end up discovering that, or figuring that one out? Was it in the playground? When it sticks out its tongue, can I tie it in a knot? Can I tie it in a bow? Do your ears hang low? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Is it a game? So again, the idea inside the woodpecker's head, it's got two cushions, two little muscle cushions that stop it from knocking itself out when it's pecking and going for a little food. How did it do that? Get these little cushions to decide for itself how to not get concussed when it went up there. And did the other birds try and copy and then knock themselves out? Knock yourself out, you know. Well, anyway, you can knock yourself out with this thought process of how things came. Now, one of the things that goes alongside this Big Bang theory is that laws of nature have pre-existed. So before the nothing, there were laws. That when the nothing happened and the bang happened and everything got rolled out, these laws then kept things in place and sorted things out and shifted them and helped them to be. You know, these laws of nature are how we're here, natural selection. But that implies intelligence. You can't. The word selection implies intelligence, doesn't it? You know, something that decides or makes a selection has an intelligence. You would have thought so, anyway. And amongst this chaos of rolling things out, there's these laws that guide and direct how things position themselves. You know, where the planets position themselves around the sun, all that kind of stuff. So these laws, and it implies some sort of pre-existing design, pre-existing thought process at least. But is it just death that's the reason that selects things? You know, is it the process of death that is the only selection process that causes things to survive or not survive? Is that the only thing? But again, with a giraffe, you think about the giraffe and its long neck and the elephant and its long nose. Did that come from a pact between the animals? You know, one day they decided to help each other out, and the elephant wanted to get down to the ground, and the giraffe wanted to get up into the leaves. And so the giraffe bit on the end of the nose of the elephant, and the elephant tugged in one direction, the giraffe in the other direction, and then you know the outcome, don't you? You know what we've got, or what happened here. But all of these things have purpose and meaning hidden in their background, it seems. What is this? The wonderful world that we're in, with wonders all around us all the time. Can we come to that sort of ponder again? Well, how about this idea of carbon dating? I tried carbon dating. Got a little bit dirty. I'm not really that into dating websites, so I tried carbon dating instead. But you know what I mean? Is it possible to know the age of the Earth? Is it? Really? From where we stand at this point in time, to know how many radiocarbons are inside a rock, we'd have to know from its origin how much radiation there was on the Earth at that point in time, in that particular explosion time. How did it come? You know, from nothing to something with all this radiation in its background. So what was the radiation of the Earth at that point in time? We don't really know unless we were there. What were all the things that are happening, the explosions, the volcanic eruptions, the things springing up, moving around, all the shifts that were happening on the Earth at that point in time. What was the atmosphere like? We don't really know all of these things, so it's theoretical, and really can't know the age of the Earth from unless we have some sort of intelligence that tells us what was happening at the very beginning, how it began. So we've got all these things and a few ponderings, and I thought I'd share them with you. Ponderings from the crib. I hope you'd like to come back and let me know any of your thoughts. Let me know any of your ponderings of life, really. What is it? What is this gift that we've got? How does it come about? And how do we bless others with the gift that we've got? So bless you. Thank you. And come back with your ponderings.